I want to see who they cast as Michael B. Jordan because you heard of the Sprunk tents. Now here come the hunk tents. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to Dish Upon a Bar. I'm Scott.
I'm Caitlin.
And at the time of filming, happy Valentine's Day. It is February 14th. The Mardi Gras medallion is up. You know what time of year it is. Everybody, class, give your answers. Ready? Mardi Gras. Wrong. It's Horror Night season. It's always Horror Night season.
Well, at least it is spec season.
Yes. And so HNNightmares puts out several speculation maps on Twitter every year. We missed the Christmas one. We did film a video. The audio got all screwed up. So there was one, a surprise one last night. I actually called it. I posted on Twitter like 4 days ago.
Nostradamus.
That's me. More like Nostradamus. Am I right?
Wow, self-roast.
Self-burn. We are going to go inside and we're going to take a peek at all the little symbols, our speculation, rumors we've heard, and reasoning as to why the map from Christmas and the map from Friday the 13th are so vastly different.
Yeah, it changed a lot.
Yes, spec season is delicate.
Yeah.
All
a
right.
lot of rumors.
Yeah. Let's get in there and start speculating. Okay, how this is going to work, we're going to kind of get into a close-ish spot for a couple of these houses in the front, and then the spots in the back. Then we're going to give our, our speculation. We're over here by Jack Griffin, the man who tried to steal my wife at Epic Universe. Haven't forgiven him. Haven't been able to find him since. It's because he's invisible, is the joke.
I caught on.
Anyway, first up on the list, we have this, clown Jack-in-the-Box versus elf. Now, logic leads you to believe this is Jack versus Oddfellow, because that's been a rumor for a very long time.
Especially for a milestone year, because this is going to be the 35th
Yeah.
year. I think it is. I fully think that it is Jack versus Oddfellow.
Yes, but the thing is that it's on both coasts' maps. But the elf's hair is a different color, so I'm wondering if it just means icon.
Maybe. It could. So, in another video, I had said this before. I have this belief that it's almost going to be like, remember Avengers Civil War?
Yeah, they're going to be gathering.
I think it's going to have, Jack will have some of the original icons, and then maybe Oddfellow will have some of the newer icons, and that'll be a war.
Or at least the start of that, and then 40 will be both sides clashing.
Maybe we'll see some Easter eggs from other icons or something like that.
But I can't see it being anything else, but the fact that it's on both coasts throws me off.
Yeah, because they didn't have Oddfellow?
Yeah, they don't have Jack or Oddfellow.
Oh, they don't have Jack either. I thought
so
they
maybe
had
it's
Jack.
just two of their icons, so it's icon house over there, icon house over here.
And maybe that's why the picture's a
The
little
hair
vague.
is different, yeah.
It's a little bit vague, so maybe it's supposed to show Jack from this side and then whatever the thing is from the other
icon,
side.
yeah.
Okay. We've
That's
never
my
been
best
out to Hollywood,
Yeah.
so.
And then next, we have this burning book. Again, logic leads me to believe this wasn't on the map from Christmas.
No, they changed this icon.
But Evil Dead Burn is coming out in September.
Okay.
They did it with Exorcist, where they kind of released it before the movie came out as kind of a walking trailer.
We were talking about this actually on the way over, and I was like, I guess I could see that, but I also am I kind of doubled down in my belief that it's probably going to be the Evil Dead Burns, because we didn't get an Evil Dead house last year.
2 years ago.
Or 2 years ago. We haven't had an Evil Dead house in a
Evil
while.
Dead
We had
Rise.
we had the show Ashford's Evil Dead a little while ago.
Hollywood had Rise.
But we didn't have Rise. So I'm wondering if we're getting an Evil Dead house.
I would imagine so.
I
Either
would
that
like to.
or Scary Tales. Anything. With a book.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm going to lean towards Evil Dead.
Yeah. Was there
because
any
I think
book in Poseidon's Fury? Because there were those books in
I would
Dueling Dragons.
listen, I would love a Poseidon's Fury house.
I'm gonna beat that drum. We need a Poseidon's Fury house.
One day, maybe we'll have a Darkanon Poseidon house.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I could be totally wrong.
But that's the beauty of speculation season. We don't know, and we're speculating. Don't take our word for it. This thing can change tomorrow.
Absolutely.
As we can see, it changed since Christmas.
Yeah. We could have another new map in a month.
Yeah, Resident Evil's off this one, and it's a tragedy, but stick around. I'm going to tell you why it might not be gone. And probably in the next segment. All right, we kind of have a jam-packed corner over here because we were going to go someplace else with their sound testing for Portugal the Man.
Tonight, yeah, and it was just drums. I was a little loud. So we're over in the back where the Kong, but also the Ghostbusters Firehouse is behind us. I don't know if you can see.
Maybe.
Or they're building Fast and Furious coaster.
Should have been the roller coaster.
Should have. Anyway.
So on the map, we have an upside-down grandfather clock, and that is a pretty, ubiquitous image, right? You got to know that that's Stranger Things. But the thing is, I heard Stranger Things wasn't coming.
This is this time of year. It's a lot of the rumors, a lot of game of telephone.
Yeah.
There's a big bug behind you.
Get it.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, it's a big fat bumblebee's fun.
It wasn't a bee. It was something else.
Whatever it was.
I don't know what that was. Anyway, you saw the bright colors.
Oh, I thought you were going to say saw me as I said it was big and fat. I was like,
On Valentine's Day? No, because there's flowers on his shirt. Look down. Show.
anyway, I'm not roasting your husband. Let's get back.
You. Anyway, moving on.
But yes, but this is the time of year, and I would prefer that it didn't come.
We were not season 5 lovers.
But again, maybe not. I'll play devil's advocate. It would eat up like 3 hours worth of line.
That's
and we could just go to the other houses.
That's true. You know what? I take it back. Put it back in. Let this be the people eater house.
Get all the Gen Z kids and put them in a Stranger
It's like
Things
the
house.
Five Nights at Freddy
Yeah.
house this year. I'm not super pumped about it just because, one, I didn't love, I'm sorry.
I haven't
People who
loved any
did,
of the
I
Stranger
didn't
Things.
love season 5.
I
also don't love the Stranger Things
That's what I'm
houses
saying.
they're doing here. So
I didn't love season 5, and I didn't love. Season 1, the first Stranger Things house was good.
that was fun. A lot of strobes.
Yeah.
The only thing is that with this, because it's with Netflix has a lot of say in how the house goes. So I'm not putting this on Universal Creative. This is more of Netflix's kind of demands
But
on
anyway,
it. So
we're not talking about past houses. We're talking about current houses. And the next one, great segue, Scott, is this one. It's a pin cushion, and it's a Pinhead and Hellraiser have been a rumor since the Horror Nights stopped this past year, 2025.
I hope this stays because I am very, very excited. I love Hellraiser. 2 is the best one, but I love Hellraiser, and I really, really, really want this to stay and not change.
But I also heard they push that out there to see if the rumor leaked, just to see where their leaks were coming from.
I know.
But again, a lot of this could just be BS, and it's spec season, and that's the beauty of it.
A
Again,
Hellraiser house would be so good.
now this next one is, I think, a big reason as to why, it's a good, lesson as to how these maps are formed and how these rumors come about and all this stuff. So it is a paw, right? And I see people saying Crooked Cat Lady. I see people saying Naughty Dog.
It looks more like a dog paw.
Yes, but Naughty Dog being the creators of Last of Us.
Yeah.
And then the pervasive rumor is an Undead Zoo. Now, I'm going to throw this out there. Imagine how you get this information. Probably people who work here do that stuff and maybe you're talking to a friend of a friend who knows somebody who knows somebody, and they're like, oh, I'm working on an undead animal. And then people are like, oh, it's a zoo. I heard an undead zoo's coming, right? It's this long game of telephone. When Resident Evil is a game series that has had undead animals in it for decades. So if they're working on an undead dog or an undead elephant or something, and they're like, oh, it's obviously a zoo. It might not be. Resident Evil still might be floating around. So could be Undead Zoo. I'm holding out that it's just a bad game of telephone, and Resident Evil is still coming.
I would like Resident Evil, but I'm going to say, when you were saying that, the first thing that popped into my mind, I know this is probably not it, I would love a 28 Days Later kind of situation. Because in the beginning with the lab, the animals, and they caused the entire
and
pandemic, whatever you call it.
The 28 series has been pretty prevalent in horror movies lately.
Yeah.
We just threw a lot of info at you, baby. I love
That's
that we're
also-
covering our bases. We can't be wrong if we just throw a bunch of stuff out there.
Cast a wide net. I only said it just because he was talking about the animals, and I thought about Undead, and I was like, oh, the beginning of 28 Days Later did have that.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not. That was just a thought that just popped into my head. But again, that's the whole...
But an Undead Zoo would be pretty dope.
I know. That would be cool.
Imagine
Especially
the
an
big
original
puppets in
house.
there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm almost thinking a little bit kind of like Seeds of Extinction, but make it less plant, more fleshy.
Animal.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I dig it. Or it could be a Devil Dog's house from
True.
Slaughter Cinema 1.
People were saying kind of pay attention to the Slaughter Cinema signs, but they say that all the time.
Yeah.
So who knows?
We don't. That's why we're doing this.
That's why we just said 6 things to you guys.
Yeah.
Could be.
Could be. Next up, we are over here by the soon-to-be extinct Fast and Furious. Count your days. Count your days, Fast and
Thank
Furious.
God.
Because we're getting... That's going away. Anyway. On the map, there is a pile of blood and guts. A pile of HR blood and guts, possibly. If you don't know. We haven't been to a Horror Nights with HR blood and guts, except for 30 when he was in Welcome to Scary, but I don't count that. He hasn't been...
Yeah.
The Horror Nights since 21.
It's like
not 2021. Horror Nights 21. He was like a down on his luck actor who became a host of a TV show that played like old like holiday horror classics. And then the ratings went down, and he like kidnapped the producer and killed him or tortured him, and then
reminds me of Late Night with the Devil a little bit.
Right, like he's like a purveyor of stories.
Yeah,
which will be cool because maybe we're gonna get like an HR Blood and Guts hosted like weird holiday house possibly.
What if we go through and we're on like the set?
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Like I think it could be modernized very well. Yeah, and then you get another like Horror Nights staple.
Yeah, and I feel like with that, because it's kind of like almost like corny, campy talk show it's really like it's such a creative thing that you can like build off of and kind of make anything.
Yeah, from what I've seen, it gives the vibe of House of a Thousand Corpses, but not as violent and horny.
So House of a Thousand Corpses meets Late Night with the Devil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anybody who's been to the event who has seen that, let us know if we're completely off the mark. Because like I said, we don't pretend we haven't been. Our first year was 2026.
Our first house ever was Krampus.
Not 2026?
No,
2016.
2016.
What year is it? What year is it?
What year is it?
But yeah, I'm all about bringing back a little Horror Nights nostalgia.
Yeah, and I think, again, it is a milestone year.
I really hope they bring back classic Halloween like they did in 2021.
Oh my gosh, when it was 31, right? Because it was
my God,
October 31st. It had such a cool vibe to it.
Like 90s Halloween?
Yeah, I kind of hope we get that again.
Like all those nostalgia TikToks where it's like, relax here, you went back to 1998 and it's Halloween, and I'm just like, oh.
Now I'm an adult with responsibilities.
Yeah. Take me back to when I wasn't an adult with responsibilities.
Take me back to HR Blood and Guts.
Take me back to HR Blood and Guts. That's because there's not, I mean, we have no other guesses. What else could it be?
I don't know. The way
it's
it
Nickelodeon
looks.
Global Guts. You go to the aggro crag and you die. Take it to the leaderboard. Mo. Not a house, but a show. We don't know what it's gonna be, but we know what it might not be. Because apparently the Fuel Girls got like commemorative tattoos at the end of last season.
Cute.
Their contract is up.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be Nightmare Fuel again. I think that's done.
I think so. So I have there's a couple of rumors, as usual. One being Bill and Ted coming back, which I would be totally fine with.
Yes.
I like Bill and Ted, but my dream prediction, I would love it to be Beetlejuice as a host of a variety show.
Yes.
So they have the right.
That's my guess as well.
Yeah, because before he was talking about like Ghostbusters, and I'm like, this would be so fun, and you can still make it like a pop culture reference type of show. I think Beetlejuice being the host here, because we did lose Graveyard Review for Fast and Furious, Supercharged. They paid Paradise, put up a parking lot. So I would love to see Beetlejuice come back. Everyone here seems to love Beetlejuice as the character, walk around, take pictures. He's fun.
He would kill it.
He would kill it. It would be so fun, like seeing him come down as like just like a host of a talk show or a game show. Like that would be great.
And think of all the BJ jokes you could make.
And think about all the BJ jokes you could make.
All right, back over here by the new tents, the long walk back to the new tents. Let's start with the lighter and the twin cigarettes. Now this, everybody thinks, Sinners.
I need it to be Sinners.
Because you have Michael B. Jordan, the twins, and the smoking and all that. So they all smoke cigarettes. Everybody's been thinking Sinners for a long time. I heard that this was a wire cross situation where Hollywood is getting a Darkest deal.
Okay.
And the whole, like, you know, down south, like Bayou feel, that's where the wires got crossed. Okay. And they're getting a Darkest deal, and they assumed it's Sinners. So that was like a both coasts kind of thing.
Oh.
So I'm not fully confident about Sinners, but
I want it to be Sinners.
I want it to be Sinners because I want to see who they cast as Michael B. Jordan, because you heard of the Sprunk tents. Now here come the hunk tents. My man is gorgeous.
Plural. There's two of them.
My man's gorgeous. And then the next one, speaking of gorgeous, you got a couple of gorgeous tents over here.
We do. I really need this to happen too.
So
this is gonna be like my zone if this is happening.
This will be the double run of the year. We got this next one, these two dancing skeletons. There was rumors of a music house Last map, it was Heavy Metal Hell 3D with Ozzy Osbourne or Ice Nine Kills.
Yeah.
This is Gaga, Lady Gaga.
Please, please,
The
please.
Mayhem Ball, the Dead Dance kind of thing.
I was telling about the Mayhem Ball tour, and I was like,
yeah, I'm pretending like I know about Lady Gaga. But there is also another house coming up that would be very similar to Gaga, so I think this might be another wires cross situation where like somebody's working on something for a house and they're like, it's Gaga, it's this, it's that, it's that. So like you don't really know. Because I think if they do both of those houses back here, they'd be way too similar. Stick around for that one. That's a hook. But I would prefer it to be a Gaga house because, like The Weeknd, where it is an IP, it is like the creative has like free reign of it. Yeah. Because like it's an IP, but like it's a Lady Gaga house. They could do whatever they want.
If you just watch her music videos, see any bits of her tour, it's all kind of like horror.
Gothic horror.
Yeah. It's, I need it to be a house.
So my vote between the two, the Gaga or the house coming up, would be the Gaga house.
I'm going to put it out there. It's going to be the Gaga house.
All right, our last stop is the back two sprung tents. We have this little guy. He's an alien cowboy.
He's cute.
What else would you think but an alien cowboy?
Original
Cowboys vs. Aliens original. We've needed an alien original for a long time, I think. I think everything has been covered but like alien horror. And this is going to be the campy house of the year, obviously.
It seems funny, cute. I'm about it.
Yeah. Yeehaw. Beam me up.
What is that game that I used to play? It was Aliens. Is it Aliens? Humans vs. Aliens? Destroy All Humans.
That's it.
I couldn't think of it. I used to play this. It's like an old like PS2 game. It kind of has that vibe because it was like, kind of like, like a cowboy, not cowboy, but like
no, that was like a 1960s type of deal.
It was more like mid-century.
It was like Aliens in Cabana Bay. This is gonna be
but they were kind of in like the a little bit in the South, Midwest South.
This is gonna be Aliens and cowboys, like Midwest, like old Western cowboys. But I have a feeling the alien will be similar to the alien in Destroy All Humans. And then the next one is the house that I think is too similar to Gaga, and we have all this makeup. I would assume it's Vanity Ball, which is a scare zone from 2019.
Yeah.
And I think that is just awfully similar to what they could do with a Gaga house. So, like, if anybody was giving the rumors, like anybody who worked backstage was telling somebody, like, hey, I'm working on this, it could be like something that looks like it would be for Vanity Ball could possibly be for the Gaga house. The only other thing I could possibly think of is in the original Darkest Deal, it was a jazz singer who sold his soul to the devil. What if they do like Darkest Deal 2026, where it's like an influencer sells their soul to be famous?
That's kind of funny.
Right? That would be cool.
I kind of sort of think, I don't know why, I'm kind of leaning towards the horror makeup show.
Oh.
I didn't even think of that. I don't know, I like thought of that and I was like, is this kind of like...
Because there is like a little toxic icon on it. What if like BuzzCon...
And they come to life. Yeah. Like they're like creature creations are coming to life.
Oh my God, if it's a horror maker, I didn't even think of that.
I thought of that and I was like, what if he's making these, or whoever it is making these scary things and all of a sudden like at night or whatever, or some toxic thing happens where they become sentient.
A horror makeup show house would be... fire.
I just thought of it. I was like, ooh.
She's a genius, ladies and gentlemen. She's the brains and the beauty of this channel.
Stop.
Look at her. She's beauty, she's grace.
I'll punch you in the face. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
And there you have it. That was our quick trip out to Universal to talk about Horror Nights in February. If anybody
it's never too early.
That's what I'm saying. If anybody tells you it's too early for Horror Nights, get them out of your life. You don't need negativity like that. We did throw a lot at you. That's how this kind of works. It's like a reverse pyramid at the start of spec season. It's like everything in the spectrum, and then obviously it starts to narrow down.
Throw it and then hope something sticks.
So there will be more of these maps throughout the year. We will be here to do the same thing for those maps, to give our 2 cents. Who wants them? I don't know, but we're still going to give them. If you do find this content informational or useful or fun, make sure you like, comment, subscribe so you don't miss our future Horror Nights stuff, because before you know it, we will be in deep into spec season, and then we will be into prop season, and then
prop season I think is my favorite.
It is. It's almost better than Horror Nights itself.
Well, leading up to it.
Yeah, it's like the anticipation.
And then you kind of see things start to grow and the areas start to build out.
Yes.
It's exciting.
And then obviously Horror Nights, but we also do plenty of other content. We are going to be drinking around Mardi Gras
Next week?
Yes, we're gonna do monorail crawls at Disney. We got a bunch of stuff lined up. We have a really funny, weird idea coming up next. Stick around, like, comment, subscribe, ding that bell so you don't miss all that weird stuff. With that being said, tell someone you love them, because we love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Bye. It's already spooky season, baby. I'm excited.